Hey everyone, welcome to my channel, and today we will talk about the two trending topic on Playwright. It is Playwright MCP and Playwright CLI plus skills. Both are very trendy, and MCP, it stands for Model Context Protocol. So with the help of Playwright MCP, you can easily connect to your browser, talk to it, fetch the elements, take the DOM element and all, and you can do exploratory testing around it. But when we are doing this, it is consuming a good amount of token, and then Playwright come up with an idea of Playwright CLI, and using skills, with the help of that, at least we can save some tokens there. So that is the main concept behind going with Playwright CLI plus skills. So today we will see the difference between that, and you might be confused that, hey, shall I go ahead, continue with the MCP? Shall I give it a try with CLI? So all those questions will be answered today. And in this video, I will go through the static documents, but in few days, I will also create and show you live the difference, how it will bring. Like if I'm using MCP and assuming that I'm using GitHub Copilot with VS Code, how's the performance, how it does it, how to install it, all things we will do. And same thing again, we will do with Playwright CLI plus skills, and we will see the difference. We will see the way of their working and how we can leverage in our test automation. Both things we can leverage for anything, for development, for DevOps, for automation. Uh, and but today we will specific to the test automation world since we are talking about Playwright. Okay, with this, let's go ahead with our next slide. Okay, why two tools? So both tool use same Playwright browser engine under the hood. So difference is how your agent talks to the browser and at what token cost. So if you are using MCP, it will fetch every tree inside the in the snapshot. So it takes the snapshot. It will bring the complete hierarchy of your page, and then it performs the operation, and through your browse, or I can say you have a GitHub Copilot chat. From there you already have one session, and then it interacts with the browser. And if you want to do any kind of exploratory testing, and if you have just given it a command that, hey, you open the browser, navigate to this, then it will real time what MCP will do. It will talk to browser, it will try to see if we have any element. Let's suppose I called some drop down, it will check it is there, it will match, it will do self-filling, and accordingly it will create a script your plan. So this is what how MCP will do it. CLI will also do it, but in CLI you have a document called skills.md. It will give some instruction will be written there, and it will ensure that all the things, or if it is capturing in a screenshot, he is capturing all the hierarchy and everything, it is in the local, so that it utilize less amounts of token. So we'll get to know more deeper, and we will try to understand, and we will go through the practical examples, then you will get it, it will be more clear to you. First, we will try to deep dive into Playwright MCP. So MCP server that exposes Playwright browser automation as structured tools. So here LLMs interact with web pages through accessibility screenshot, no vision model or screenshot needed here. So here snapshot does not mean a complete screenshot. Here snapshot is like capturing everything. Like right now in my video, if you are seeing this, so capturing the each metadata of this data also. So it has all the information behind this LLM. If you are seeing the boxes, that detail and all. And so how it happens, let's suppose I have a GitHub Copilot chat, and I have selected Claude Sonnet 4.5. I'm writing something and telling a user story. What it does, then it through MCP protocol, it will connect to MCP server, and finally it will perform the actions on the Chromium or Firefox browser. This is how things happen when you are using Playwright MCP. And you might have, if you have gone through the Playwright MCP and its GitHub page, they have mentioned a few of the methods like browser snapshot, which capture the complete tree, browser navigate, which will open the URL, click operation, then how filling the forms, then browser type, browser wait for. So these are few of the MCP tools which it uses to interact with the browser. So this is how internally Playwright MCP works. Now coming to Playwright CLI plus skills. Okay, so in this, if when you will go and install the CLI, you will understand it will install some skills in the form of skills.md, and it will have some references like what it has to do, what command it offers and all. So few of those commands of CLI is Playwright CLI open, which will open the URL, snapshot, again get page snapshot, and it will take the element references. Then it has Playwright CLI click. So these are all the important commands when we will use Playwright CLI. You will see in the GitHub Copilot chat or in the Claude chat that this action it is performing to create a code out of it, and to do the executions, to interact with the browser. And when it is performing all this thing, it is also saving all the metadata in local. Okay, so this is how internally things are happening. And once we will go see the things practically, you will get more idea of it. But when we are using CLS skills, it will ensure that it takes fewer token than the MCP. So this is where the CLI wins. But when it comes to self-healing, MCP takes the edge because he is now directly connected with browser, talking to it. It now knows in and out about the browser. So here, though it consumes more token, but for self-healing purpose, Playwright MCP will win. But when you have repeated execution and if you have a token as a concern, you can go ahead with the CLI plus skills. And how there are three ways to install the Playwright CLI skills. Either you can go to the directly marketplace plugin and you install it. So the left side you will see in the blue box. Manually also you can install it. Like simply you go to your open the VS Code, make a directory, and then under the .claude folder you will have the skills. You will have a reference folder, and then it will automatically create a skills.md file where it has the desired protocols. And also you can even you can create a skill list that is an auto mode. You just tell in your VS code, take any agent, maybe for you can have Claude Sonnet 4.5 or 4, and tell it like test the add to do flow on this any website you want and check Playwright CLI help. So it will do the operation. You can do that. Uh, okay, now here you see, for example, I'm sharing you how the code looks like and how Playwright MCP performs, and the same thing if I have given to Playwright CLI skills how it performs. Uh, if it is play in the left side of the screen, if you see it is via Playwright MCP, and assuming that you have open VS Code and you are in GitHub Copilot chat, and you have told the LLM to perform some action. When it is MCP, in the logs you will start seeing, hey, now I'm using browser navigate, and then it will open the URL. It will take the complete snapshot. Now if you have asked to type something, it will go through browser type, and then likewise using all these internal methods, it will try to perform the actions. Same thing if I have Playwright CLI. In the sessions, you will see when the LLMC is doing performing the actions, you will see Playwright CLI open. So these are the sets of command it will run and perform the action, take the screenshot, and it will preserve it in the local. So those snapshot and all. Now let's go to the next slide. So we will have do a head-to-head comparison. You may also get this question in the interview, like, hey, what is the difference between Playwright MCP, Playwright CLI skills? So this chart you will help you on that. So when it comes to the interface, MCP protocol uses JSON RPC, and when it comes to Playwright CLI skill, it is completely command line interface shell commands. Here agent type is conversational. Okay, so you can take example of GitHub Copilot chat. Similarly, here also things are same, but you can give, hey, we can use here coding agent or maybe Claude code, etc. The major difference comes when it is MCP. It will definitely have your high token cost, but Playwright CLI will save your token, and most because it is using the skills.md and it is saving data in the local, and then it is performing. That is why. So here in Playwright MCP, you will have A11Y tree, full tree on each snapshot it will take, and CLI it takes only on demand by snapshot command. In Playwright MCP, you have sessions persistent, but in CLI, you have to keep it name session hyphen hyphen session like cross X like that you have to maintain. Installation is you using JSON config in the IDE tool, and Playwright it has either plugin or skills.md file. If you have when you have to use MCP, so when it comes to exploratory testing, right, in that case, Playwright MCP is good. And when you want high throughput coding agent, there Playwright CLI skills uh, takes the edge. And for self-healing purpose, definitely MCP is the best because it goes through a browser, it talks to it, identify if even if I have spelling mistake, it will try to relate it. That kind of thing Playwright MCP does. CLI plus skills will not do it at that level. You will not get that much accuracy. So that's where uh, you can now decide based on your need whether I should go ahead with MCP or CLI plus skills or both. These are some real world example I have kept. Like if suppose you are testing an e-commerce price monitoring, so how it will work if it is MCP. So user chat simply if you open Claude, you ask, hey, go to Amazon, find iPhone 15 Pro price, alert if it is under 80,000. So Claude will perform those actions. And here in the right side we have CLI examples. So here we are telling agent to write and verify test for to do MVC app. So through CLI commands will open type, press enter, and then in 6 months it is done. Same way you have authenticated scraping agent, and then for MCP you can create that. So see where we are seeing the exploratory part and monitoring, we are going ahead with MCP, and when performing a strict direct actions, we will prefer to go ahead with CLI. When to use which? This is a decision guide I have prepared for you. When you have to go with MCP and when you have to go with CLI. So when you are choosing MCP, when you are using Claude desktop, VS Code GitHub, prefer MCP. You have to do a conversational chat like, hey, you are doing exploratory testing and you want to do continue with conversation in the chat. Maybe there you go ahead with Playwright MCP. Accurately, I already told token cost saving is also one of the concern. If you don't have, then go with Playwright MCP. And in the right side, there's opposite to it, I will say. So when you want token efficiency, go with CLI. And you have straightforward scenarios. It's better you go ahead with Playwright CLI. It's more deterministic. In MCP, it is more of probabilistic. And this is the setup guide. So if I want to install the MCP, these are the set of command you are seeing in my screen. And in the right side, if you have to install the Playwright CLI, these are the commands you have to write. So maybe in our next video, surely we will see the live examples and that will give you more clarity. You might be a little confused, but in next video, when you will see the live, how the interaction is happening, it will give you more confidence. This is more of a real team and real workflow example I have given. You can go through that. You can freeze this uh, video for some minutes and just check few of the examples which I have given. Since the video will become lengthy, I don't want to go ahead with each and every example, but just have a look and you can ping me if you have any doubt here. Key takeaways, anyway, I have already told. Again, I will repeat so that you are now not much confused about that. So don't compare Playwright CLI with skills with the old NPX codes and command. No, it is having a brand new AI native tool from Microsoft. Yes, MCP is you can equivalent to rich protocol, full AI one by tree you can have conversation with AI. So when token cost is not a concern for you, you go ahead using MCPs. But when token cost is concerned, you go ahead with CLI plus skills. So it has a lean shell commands. It is specifically built for coding agent like Claude Code, and both support persistent session. So MCP via browser profile and CLI via named session flags or Playwright CLI session environment. So like they are complementary. So use MCP for chat driven exploration and CLI skill for code driven automation in the same project. So with that, so I just want to thank you all. So if you like the video, please hit like and subscribe my channel. And in my screen currently, you are seeing the links, the official links of MCP, CLI skills, their official videos and the documents links all are there. I will also post that in my description so that you can have a look. If you still have a doubt, ping me in the comment section. I will try to help you out. So with that, thanks a lot. Thanks for watching my video. Bye.